In a quiet little village, there lived an old woman known for her kind heart and gentle smile. No matter the weather, she always looked peaceful. People often visited her to share their worries or seek her advice. Her words were few, but they always brought comfort. One afternoon, a young woman, her eyes tired and red from crying, came to see her. She sat down and whispered, "Grandmother, how are you always so happy? No matter what happens, you never seem sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old woman smiled softly and poured her a cup of warm tea. "My dear," she said, "happiness doesn't come from what happens around us. It comes from what we carry inside." The young woman looked confused. "I don't understand. When bad things happen, how can anyone stay happy?" The old woman gestured to a small oil lamp beside her, its flame dancing gently. "Let me tell you something," she said quietly. "When I was young, I had a husband and children. We were poor, but we were so happy. Our little house was always full of laughter and love." She paused, her eyes soft with memory. "Then one day, my husband fell sick. We had no money for proper treatment. When he finally left this world, I thought my heart would break. I cried for days and nights. I felt as though all the light in my life had vanished." The young woman listened in silence, her heart heavy. The old woman continued, "After some time, I realized something. My tears wouldn't bring him back, and my children still needed my love, my strength. So I wiped my tears and chose to live again. Slowly, I began to understand. Life brings both good days and bad. We can't stop the storms, but we can choose how to face them." She gently touched the little lamp. "Every morning," she said, "I light this flame, and I tell myself, this is a new day. I will find one reason to smile some days. That reason is the sunlight through my window, a bird singing, or a kind word from a neighbor. But there is always something good if we just look for it." The young woman was quiet for a long moment. Then she asked softly, "But what if something truly bad happens again? How can you stay happy then?" The old woman nodded gently. "It's not easy. When pain comes, we feel it, and that's okay. But I remind myself that nothing lasts forever. Good times pass, and so do bad ones. When something painful happens, I try to see what I still have: my health, my friends, my memories, or simply the gift of being alive. Happiness is a choice, my dear. We can stare at the dark and feel sad, or we can look for the light and feel thankful." The young woman watched the lamp's flame. It flickered softly, but never went out. She looked at the old woman's peaceful face and finally smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. "I think I understand now." That night, when she returned home, she found a small oil lamp. She lit it carefully and whispered the same words the old woman had taught her. "This is a new day. We'll find one reason to smile." At first, the reasons were small: the morning breeze, the laughter of children, the smell of fresh bread. But soon, her heart began to change. Even when life felt heavy, she remembered the old woman's words. And as the days passed, she discovered something beautiful. The light inside her never went out. In time, others in the village noticed the change in her. They, too, began to ask how she stayed so peaceful. She would smile, just like the old woman once did, and say, "Happiness doesn't come from the world around us. It begins inside our hearts." And so, a small flame of peace spread quietly through the entire village. All because one old woman kept her lamp burning and her heart full of light. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more tales that warm the heart.